What's going on, everybody? It's your lovely host, Crowd Kuma, and oh my goodness, I had to make a rant about the Genshin Impact fandom. If not Genshin Impact, then who else? Oh, I don't know. All of the fandoms. They're so toxic. They're painful. I'm crying. How bad they are. Oh, I'm sorry. That took a lot of wind out of me. But what makes Genshin Impact a more rougher fandom is that people keep believing that it has the same thing as Honkai, where all the characters are just strangely gay or not in some weird love triangle romance with another character and another character and another character. Despite the fact that MiHoYo, the company who made Honkai Impact Third and Genshin Impact, ironically, are in China. The superpower that don't allow homosexuality of any kind because that's not exactly cool with them, unlike the Western world. But no, people will fight to the bitter end, hoping that their characters are gay, despite the fact that the game themselves never even confirmed those sexualities in the slightest. Which I find kind of funny, really, because it makes no sense. I watched a video about this YouTuber named Hero Hey, and it's hilarious. Well, he's not hilarious. Well, he is hilarious, but it's about the fandom overall. It was a recent video too. It just came out today, and it's about this one person on Twitter saying that men couldn't like Ball because I guess Ball is lesbian, even though the game itself, which I play for hours on end, never stated that she's a lesbian in the slightest. Oh man, that thing should have got ratioed. Her comment or whoever's it should have got ratioed. I'm assuming she's a woman because I'm not gonna play the you identify card because let's be honest, I think that's pointless for me at this moment in time. But this only sparked up a little rage in me because we're currently trapped in the 21st century where when men don't deserve anything anymore. And I'm not an incel, I'm not a simp, but I had to believe that this is some complete utter crap. Even if she's a fictional character, we shouldn't be having men being thrown out into the wild and basically tell them they don't deserve nothing at all. It makes no sense. It's either women have to be lesbian and men can't deserve them, or men don't deserve anything because we're men and I guess we're just the scum of the earth. And that's what really bothers me to a T. It boils my piss over a million times. Because how long are we going to sit here and just take that? We can't do anything because arguing with a woman already makes you look bad as it is. And, I was actually raised with good morals half the time, so it's just kind of like, it's not fair. It's like if men can't enjoy their own fictional thing, they can't enjoy their own little pleasures in life. Why should women to? Why do women get to enjoy their own things? It's that double standard that I keep mentioning. Men are punished. Men are getting just completely shafted from anything, even if it was non-fictional. Why women? Yeah, just give them a free pass to do what they want. It's okay. They're women. And that's not fair. See, if a man would have made this tweet, his crap would have got ratio to hell and back. Ratio beyond comprehension. Ratio for just being a commentator like me. It wouldn't make sense. Because, he's a man and everyone hates men nowadays. Because being a man is like being literally like a demon. It's literally being a black sheep. It's like being a criminal. Which is ironic because criminals probably get better rep than this. Looking at all those weird Tumblr days when people used to like Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer. We remember those days when people used to fantasize and sexualize literal super murderers. Those were those Tumblr days. It was just weird. It bothers me a lot this is our timeline. This is currently our timeline where this always happens without rhyme or reason. Men cannot enjoy things because women either compare themselves to the said fictional character or think that every character in fictional media is part of the LGBTQ community. Therefore, men can't have fun with it. And they do Men are once again labeled as scumbags, they're criminals, they're degenerates, they're horrible individuals, which bothers me a lot because it's just simply not fair. Because all I could do is just simply play out the one scenario. If a man would have did this, would he got away with it? Hell no. He would have got punished on the spot, canceled outright. But since women are doing this, or whoever they're currently identifying as, because I'm not going to assume all women are doing this, it's completely fine. And that's the shame of the nature. This has become a total normal thing. And I'm ashamed to admit that. And what makes this worse, this is a Westerner only problem. You don't see any other country / superpower doing this. Japan's not doing this. China's not doing it. Russia's not doing it. Germany's not doing it. Nothing, no other country in the freaking planet is doing this. This is a Western world only problem. And I'm sometimes ashamed of being a Westerner. I really am, because this shouldn't have to be a problem. We have many other things to worry about. Hurricanes, political drama, that virus that I can't say on YouTube because that thing is just sweeping house and just taking bodies by the millions at this point. Everything else on this planet. And the one thing people have to do is just complain about fictional characters and fictional media, or heaven forbid, compare fictional media to actual, real life. Like Ruby. You know that show Ruby that the Westerners made? That was good at one point, now it's bad? I think it's still good. Remember the White Fang subplot that everyone compared to BLM? Which is not a good thing at all, personally. I don't think we should compare a fictional discrimination and oppression to literally Black Lives Matter. I think that's a big uh-oh. Like, I'm not saying that it's bad, but it was just like, I'm on the spectrum of we shouldn't compare our real life problems to fictional problems. Whether or not the writers can write it or not, that's their fault, okay? We shouldn't do that. That's not cool. It's like comparing domestic abuse in fiction to real life and saying, yep, better get the Me Too movement because one character in the fictional media reverse backhand a woman. Me too on Twitter, I know what I'm saying is offensive and is terrible, but these are just common truths. The internet and the people behind it, meaning TikTokers and people on Twitter, have pretty much brainwashed you to believe that all this is just terrible when some of this is just the dark truth. It's just the sad honesty, really. And I'm just happy to admit it. This doesn't mean that my character or the person who I am in real life is terrible. I support the many things that people will fight against. BLM, I support people in BLM. I support the Me Too movement. I support the LGBTQ community. I support all of that. But I don't think we should put the real life problems and compare it to fictional media, because it's just like no one's not gonna write it good enough. There's no way of writing it perfectly unless you probably took like 80 years of English literature and majored in it with like a master's degree or something. I'm sorry. It's a tangent, okay? It's a tangent. It's an angry rant / I want to get a video out because, I still gotta make that episode tomorrow with Coffee with Kuma, and I just want to upload something because that's still my weekend plans. At least 2 a week, 2 a weekend. It was gonna be 3, but I might live stream. That's why, heavily might. But regardless, I think that what really throws me in the loop with it, it's often frustrating because why is this even accepted? And going back for a short, block, why is that the fandoms are always being accused of just sexualizing every character? I mean, I believe in fan art, but this shouldn't be a major problem. Mainly because I'm old world, and this used to be just a casual, normal thing. But until anime and stuff got mainstream, everyone took it out of proportions and just kind of ruined it for everybody and made it sound like it was weird and it was perverted and it was just disgusting and nasty, which is like not even true. But it isn't. That's just my simple answer. It isn't. It wasn't a problem until it became a problem, until people were bored enough to make it. Anyway, that was it. I'm doing my rant. I'm gonna upload a video later.